Hello everyone, my name is Kimberly Lopez and this is my week 5 sketchbook tour, the Observational Still Life final project. So this is my final project, the Observational Still Life. The one that I chose was this one with the bottle, the pear, and a sphere. So what I found the easiest for this one was actually the bottle. It was pretty easy to get it like pretty dark. I used the 14B pencil. I kind of ran over it quite a bit. You can kind of still see like the little streaks right here, where I kind of like went over it quite a bit. So I think I found that the easiest. I want to say the hardest was actually the sphere, since it was white and it was right next to the bottle, so it was almost at that same level. It was a little bit difficult to kind of keep it white but also add like the shading in it. The pear was actually more forward than the sphere was. I found that one quite difficult. I feel like the more that I tried to bring it forward, it kind of just made like the pear a little bit darker than it really was. But at the end, I added these like shadows right down here, which really helped. I also added like this shadow over on this left side. That way kind of like it helped give perspective from where the light was coming from and where the pear was in comparison to the sphere. So I think that really helped. Also right back here kind of looks like it's the shadow of the pear, but that was actually the shadow of the sphere. Something I also found a little bit difficult but kind of got easy was the shadows of the bottle. So that first dark one, which would be kind of like this one right here for the pear in the box, and then this one for the sphere. That one was a little bit difficult trying to get like the different contrast between the different colors. Only because I didn't know if it was going to be the same shade as the paper or if it was going to be darker. So what I ended up doing was adding like that super light shadow in the back first, and that kind of gave it like the contrast that it needed. So I kind of had that same problem with the sphere, but once I added like this bit of like shading right down here where the box is, it kind of helped with like that contrast. Something that also helped was adding the little pinpoint. So adding that little pinpoint kind of like took away from really focusing on this top part, so it kind of made it blend in a little bit more. Overall, I think I did a pretty okay job. I would have really liked to be able to have made this shadow over here on this left side a little bit lighter. I tried to make it as light as possible though, but it did really come out okay as far as it did like shape wise. One thing I did have a little bit of difficulty as well was getting that highlight point really bright, getting it a little brighter than the white of the sphere, because I had gone over it with pencil and then erased it, so it wasn't getting as white as the paper was, as well as up here with that pin. But I actually went over it with a little bit of sandpaper to kind of like remove that top layer, and that helped a lot. Overall, I am pretty happy with how it turned out. At first, I really didn't think that I could be able to do something like this, so it's really nice to know that I was able to create this. So that's the end of my week 5 sketchbook tour. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm excited to see what you guys created.